Welcome to the first episode of What Should I Draw? And in this first episode of What Should I Draw, I let the random wheel decide what I'm going to draw. Because sometimes you get in a creative slump and you're like, what should I do? What should I do? I don't know. So what I did was I came up with three different wheels, which would have three different categories. So one category is genre, the other category is a type of character, and the last category is the style that I would draw it in. So for example, you see, if you could see there in the first wheel, there's like sci-fi, crime, fantasy, and then there's like a knight, there's a dog trainer character, there's a mercenary character, and I got a crime genre dog trainer character in the style of 90s Image comics. So I thought about that for a minute and said, well, what am I going to draw? How am I going to do this? And I thought about the comics of like Stephen Platt and Savage Dragon, and in the 90s they had a really particular way of drawing, and for a while I drew like this also, and so they all sort of draw women in a particular style. I decided to kind of lean into that a little bit, but also give it my own sort of take on it, obviously, and thought about how even though this is a 90s Image comic, it's very much late 90s and maybe even more early 2000s. So I thought about, just like a girl with braids and, maybe like a baby fat inspired style of clothing, and then decided to do a nice little dog there. So she's a dog trainer and she's feeding her pup a little eyeball there. And as you can see, I started off as a rough sketch in my sketchbook, and then I took a picture of it and ended up digitally inking it on my iPad. And you could see the victim there. So I thought about the backstory being like this young woman who's a dog trainer, but is also, I don't know, maybe she's a serial killer. Maybe she does some weird stuff on the side. It's a crime novel. I don't know. And so, I started to color it too. And I was really struggling with the color because I don't do a lot of coloring. I mostly do black and white inking when I'm drawing, but I think it came out okay.